YouTube, it's your boy Estefanos, and I'm back with a new video. So, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So basically, I think I should have made this video because today we're gonna be talking about. So I'm gonna be making this like a two-part video where one video will be talking about the heroes of Arachnid Man's universe, and in the next video we'll be talking about the villains. So this video will be talking mostly about them. So basically, yeah. And as usual, hope you all to like. So yeah, let's dive right into it. So to start off, we're just gonna breeze through the main characters. Our main protagonist is Stephen E. Robinson, aka Arachnid Man. Basically, he was experimented on, got his powers, has both physical traits of a spider and the human traits of a spider. You know what I mean? And basically, he's the main lead of the series. We follow him throughout the movies and shows, and is like the leader of the group. Then there's his parents, like his birth parents, Edward and Isabel, who are being on the run from the big evil corporation. We don't get to see them much, but throughout the series, we'll dive into their backstory, why they went missing, and why they left Stephen. And then we get to his step-parents, who took him in, who are actually are his godparents, who took him in after Stephen's parents left. Basically, yeah, their names are Jeffrey and Kira. Jeffrey unfortunately dies in the first movie, but Kira is overall the one who looks after Stephen and sometimes gives him bits of advice on how to handle tough situations. And then we get to his childhood friend Aaliyah, who is around, who also unfortunately dies in the first movie, because okay, before any of you guys say she's the Gwen Stacy, chill. It's just to help drive the story. And basically, she's like the one who would keep Stephen in line, help Stephen whenever he would feel overwhelmed. She's basically the Astrid from How to Train Your Dragon. She's the Astrid of the group. Well, she was. And then we get to the homeless spiders, aka the Web Warriors. First, there's Emerald, who is like his new crush, but she basically is the one who take care, who's like the oldest of her siblings, and is Arachnid girl, and she follows, and she basically fell in love. She basically has feelings for Stephen, even though he originally had feelings for Leah. And then there are her siblings, Lenny. I can't remember all that. I should have made this video when I fully remembered all their names. But then there's her three siblings, and then her mom, Sarah. Like, they were all living happily until they were put on the streets, and Child Protective Services were gonna come and take them away from Sarah. And then came the day of the big explosion where Stephen was being experimented on at Colin's big corporation, and it exploded, and they got infected because of the airborne explosion, and they got infected with the spider DNA. And so basically, they soon got inhibit different traits of different types of spiders, and now Stephen helped them understood their powers, and together they became a team. Then there's the police captain, who is Aaliyah's dad, and is like and at first he hates the spider people because they're outlaws, and he believes Arachnid Man was the reason for his daughter's death, and had a warrant for his arrest until he found out that it was Stephen. And I know that was inspired by Spider-Man, of course, obvious, because yeah. But I want to stray from the trope that cops hate superheroes, because really they don't. They just, like, in my universe, I want to change that. And anyways, basically, what else? There's also Nelson, who's like the nerd of the group. He's like an original employee of Collins Corporate who helps with the nerd. He's like the nerd, figuring stuff out, all the technology, the gear, stuff like that. And like sure, like every nerd, he gets made fun of. He's considered just the brains, and he doesn't, and he wants to prove that he's strong. Typical. And then we get to Henry. He's kind of a anti-hero. He started off on more of the antagonist side of things because of his dad, but by the second movie, that he learned from his mistakes, and throughout the second show, he goes through a character redemption arc. And personally, I had a lot of fun writing him because he really felt like I wanted to like do my own version of like the the rich dad favoring another kid over his own son. You know, basically the Norman Osborn, Peter Parker, and Harry conflict, basically, which is one of my favorite conflicts of Spider-Man. And I'm glad I was able to come up with my own version of it. And what else? And there's another one, Bira. She's technically, she was like kind of a spy, but over time she too would go through a redemption arc, and and then she would be she would remain more of an anti-hero. Henry went through he's not like he's not really an anti-hero. He just went through an arc. So Bira is the real anti-hero, you'd say. She does things to protect. She's like a hero. She acts like a hero, but she does things her way. And when what? And finally, what else? Oh yeah, there's the web wranglers, who are like who are not introduced until like the second movie, and they're inspired by the Spider-Verse movies, of course. But I wanted to give them more character, you know, not just like oh they believe they're the best superheroes and found out there's more of them. I wanted to actually give them more depth, you know. And basically, they have a bone to pick with the Web Warriors after finding out that their universe was the cause of the destruction within their universe. They wanted they wanted to get revenge per se, not revenge, but they wanted to even the score. But after they found out that the superheroes weren't responsible for any more victims, boy, was it a war. And basically, yeah, these are like the main heroes, like the good guys. Next video, I'll be talking about the antagonists, and and the antagonists. And so yeah, what do you guys think? Were you guys impressed about about this cast of heroes? And who's your favorite? Let me know down in the comments. Comment down below, and let's have a discussion. And as always, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, send more feedback, and join the channel, because who knows, these might actually become real someday. And that's, well, really my dream, to someday make these into reality. But yeah, as usual, I hope you all have a good day. Merry Christmas, and peace.